Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready for this? It's a PvP of epic proportions between me and a guy called Prana. I mean, this is practice league at all. These people aren't really got elite names like, you know, the along the lines of Morrow or Millennium Sports or whatever you want to say. Anyways, so this game I was going for, I think, was a Void Ray Rush. Void Ray Rush being you just pump out Void Rays as quickly as possible while protected by that early practice rock. Hopefully, also by pumping out a Zelda, you should have a tiny bit of protection, plus those Void Rays are very, very good at protecting. Now, this guy didn't know what GLHF meant, so I told him it's good luck, have fun. I actually didn't know that in the beginning when I started watching StarCraft videos, so that makes it pretty nice. So just doing this early blah 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 boring Protoss stuff, you know. Every faction has their boring early game. Yeah, StarCraft Manters. So I should have really chrono boosted out some drones here, because if you're going for a Void Rush, there isn't really much you can chrono boost out till the later game, and thus when it hits its energy cap on the Nexus, you're going to be, well, it's not going to do much good for you. So you could boost your early economy a tiny bit by pumping out more drones. So I cancelled that. Not a drone? No, it's a probe. Ugh. So I cancelled that probe, and I use the additional minerals I got from cancelling it to put a gateway down, which is part of the strategy. The faster I get the strategy done, the more likely I am to take him by surprise. Obviously, he might do a 3-gate or a 4-gate. Usually, Practice League is kind of a 4-gate mix, I tend to find. Definitely I do a 4-gate. No, I do a 3-gate. Some people do 4 gates. And just for the well, I'm not going to say noobs, but maybe inexperienced people, a 3-gate is when you build 3 gateways early in the game, and then you build a proxy pylon, which is a pylon that's close to their base that you can use to warp units into after you have warp technology. So it allows for early harassment. Obviously, you can transition that into 4-gate, 3-gate robo, which would be a robotics facility, and use that to build Colossus and Immortals and make a pretty strong army. Now, I have this gateway down, so I'm going to instantly build my, when it gets down there, I'm going to build my Cybernetics core, which is the next tier of technology up. It allows me to transition into my Stargate, which allows me to build my Void Rays. Anyways, so I'm building a Zealot right now, who's, I think I commanded him to take down that back rock, the practice rock, the thing that protects my base early on. Not sure, maybe I just commanded him to stand over there. Off he goes, and he's built. And it kind of looks like I haven't scouted the enemy yet, and that's the main thing I don't like about Practice League. Once I get out of Practice League, things will get interesting, because I can scout the enemy, I can guess their tactics. Okay. Twice in a row I clicked on the wrong tab. Stargate. Now I have the Vespian for it. Okay. Start building it. Now, if you're doing a Void Ray thing, you really want to expand kind of early-ish, and you want to get all your Vespian geysers running. And also you want to have a full mineral line, because it is really mineral and Vespian hungry. Just to pump out 4 Void Rays, which if you have +1/+1, +1 attack upgrade, +1 defense upgrade, they do a sizable amount of damage, but it is kind of ridiculous. So you can see I'm just kind of looking over there, going, should I expand? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I got that other Vespian geyser up. Okay, now I'm gonna start to send my units over there, chrono boosting them out so I can get that extra tiny bit of Vespian before I have that Stargate up, and I can pump out Void Rays. I'm not sure if I was saving up right now for my Void Rays, or I was saving up for an additional Nexus for that Expo. But, I mean, who knows? Who knows what crazy little me was doing? Well, I definitely spent just 100 minerals on probes, not drones. I am not playing this disgusting Zerg race. No offense to Zerg players, but I mean your race is kind of so I'm starting to really force out those void rays now. I'd say a good push should have 3 void rays, 2 void rays, 3 void rays if you're doing 1 Stargate, 4 void rays doing 2 Stargates. And you should, at least by the time you get to their base, you should at least have an expo being built. If you don't have an expo being built by the time you get to their base, as you can see, I started to build mine now. There we go. If you don't have an expo down by then, that's just kind of pitiful, really. Because, I mean, you're not going to get the mineral count you need. You're really just going to be lacking. And as you can see, by building that nexus, I kind of put myself behind on minerals and by the production of void rays. Kind of screwed up my build by about by the mistakes I've made during this match. I really kind of screwed my build up by about, I'm going to say, maybe 2 minutes, which, I mean, there are a couple of mistakes, and they just build up over time to be this huge mistake. Okay, as you can see, I'm really hitting at the cap now for energy in my nexus, and I need to really, once that probe the pylon gets down, I need to get my nexus to chrono boost those 2 buildings there, one for +1, the other one for another void ray. Now that nexus is nearly down, which means I should have that expo up, build 2 Vespian geysers, and, you know, get a lot of resources down, have a lot of money to spend on this build. Mysel's just standing there going, I have no idea what I'm doing. Practice League is not fun if you're doing void rays. I mean, you're basically guaranteed to win nearly, unless he goes for, in another match I did, he went, a Terran player went for medevac. No, it was, he kind of made it look like it was a medevac drop, which was very interesting about the build. He did mass marine in the beginning, and then he transitioned to the starport, so I was presuming it was going to be a medevac drop. And I really didn't prepare well for it anyways, but it turned out to be a mass Viking, which really, when he gets, you know, 12 Vikings in your base, and they're in flying mode, they destroy your anti-air. Well, your Phoenix, I had some Phoenixes at that point, because he'd gone at me with a couple of single Vikings before, and he just destroyed those Phoenixes, drop down into ground mode, destroy your nexus, your mineral line. GG, honestly.